Hey guys, how you doing? Dick Liberty here, All Things American team. Joining me tonight, we're coming from Hood News Global. We're sponsored by Fantastic Sam's, One Daytona. They're a great crew out there. Gene and Gerald especially. Go out and see them if you're in Daytona area. You're down here for a spring break. Or if you just live here, they'll take real good care of you. They do a quality job out there. Tonight with me, we're going to have Dilly. You know Dilly D.
What up?
What up, Dilly? How's your week been, man?
It's been great so far. Good weather.
Good weather, right? It's been a nice change, hasn't it?
Yes, finally.
Also tonight we have Penetration joining us from the Beachside Brawlers out in Norman. How you doing tonight? Welcome.
Hi, how you doing?
We're doing pretty good. What do you guys got coming up out there at the Beachside, man?
We have a bout coming up on April 8th against the J Villains. It's going to be at Skate and Shake. It's off US 1 across from Piranhas, which is where we have our after parties afterwards.
Oh, nice. What's good about Piranhas? Why you guys party there?
They have good food, they have good drinks, great atmosphere. It's a nice little sports bar.
Nice. Cool. You guys think you're going to win against the J Villains?
I think we will. We won by a pretty good margin last game.
Nice. How big a margin?
How big a margin was it, Wheel?
About 350 points. I'm telling you, these.
Yeah. Hey. Also, I want to give a shout out to Will the Beast. He's joining us tonight with Penetration. He's a great dude. I know you guys love him. He's a really funny guy. How you been, Will the Beast? What's up?
I've been great.
You been great. What have you been doing these days?
Cleaning pools.
Cleaning pools, huh?
Yeah.
What about finding your three-legged cat? How about that?
Yeah. What happened with the three-legged cat, man? I know we saw it on Facebook, and I know you were in dismay, and things were looking pretty dicey for you. But what happened there?
He came back.
He came back. Right?
But since he's come back, he's been a complete asshole.
Really? Why? How's he being an asshole?
He won't sleep with me.
No.
No cuddles.
No cuddles. No nothing. Huh?
Only thing he's like meowing all the time, wanting his food. That's all he wants.
You're just a food bucket.
He runs out the door every chance he gets. So I don't know. Maybe he enjoyed his taste of the wild so much.
Right. Maybe he wants to get back out there.
So what's his nickname? Lucky?
Tripod.
Tripod. We all have one of those, don't we?
We call him Trey.
That's why.
we call him Trey, huh?
Yeah, he got picked on the whole time he was outside the house. Tripod.
Oh, you only got one leg. Three. One on the front.
Yeah, right.
One hand.
Well, we got a lot of good stuff coming for you tonight. We have a special guest who reached out to us, and his name is Altony Pete. He's the author of a book called Life is So Precious. Believe Your Impossible is Possible. This guy, I had the pleasure of talking to him. He's retired from U.S. Army. He's a veteran. He retired as a warrant officer. He's been in different areas. He spent 18-month tour in Iraq, and he's come to find God and had leadership challenges during his leadership tenure in Iraq. So he's going to be calling us. He's going to be sharing some of his stories with us. We really look forward to having him on the show, and I want to thank him in advance for reaching out, because I had a great conversation with this man. I think you guys are really going to love what he has to say. Really good guy. Looking forward to his book. And I want to open up with a quote that I found on his website, and it really touched me. It really struck me, okay? So to give you an idea about the gentleman we're going to talk to, this is the quote that I chose to air tonight. It says, "To all the military, families, and friends, war changes everyone and everybody, overseas and back home in the States. The key to the smooth, positive healing is providing support of love that touches the heart and soul. Love heals all kinds of silent wounds in the physical and emotional world." To me, that is a very beautiful quote, because I've spent many years in combat. I know Dilly's had some combat time, and I know a lot of the vets out there who are listening to us have had extensive combat time. And he's really touching on some key issues here, because I know in my personal experience, my heart and soul feel like it's a barren wasteland from some of the things I've had to deal with. I can't speak for Dilly. I don't know if you've had experience. You want to chime in on this, Dilly?
Well, first off, that quote is phenomenal. It brings it back home. When you come back, and you see your family for the first time, it hits home. And then the hardest part for me was getting out.
Yeah.
And getting adjusted to the civilian life, which we've discussed detail.
Yes.
Especially in the gas garage.
Yeah.
And it's that much harder every single time.
It is.
But that quote right there really hits it home, and he nails it. So he knows what he's talking about.
He does. And I got a really good vibe from him. We had a great conversation, like I said, and You know, there's a part of it too that I want to touch on because I've had this experience. I know Dilly D's has experience when there's a lot of vets who also come home from these long deployments to nothing, to no one to pick them up, to no one to help them carry their bags. You had to walk what 2 miles to get somewhere one time, Dilly?
Yeah, I came home Thanksgiving Day 2011. Had to walk 2 miles with all my gear for someone to come pick me up, and yeah, that's definitely the worst experience you could probably ever have.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. But it happens more than you would think. So
That's a shame.
It is. It was awful. I mean, Thanksgiving Day of all, one of the biggest holidays of the year.
Huge holiday. Huge holiday.
Why is that? I mean,
It was just a bad situation. And, I don't want to go into the details of why and how come, what for, what's done is done. I could bring my ex-wife up, I could bring my command up, I could bring all these people up.
Yeah, right.
And I could sit here and point fingers all day long. But what I have now is I have an awesome wife. I have 7 beautiful children. I've got a daughter that's in the Air Force now, is 21. Got my son that leaves next week on Monday for Navy. Larry,
Yes,
that's you, buddy.
it's about time, Larry. Good job, man.
I can't wait for you to get kicked out of my fucking house.
congratulations, man.
That's right.
Good job, man.
In a good way, buddy.
It's been really cool watching and meeting you guys and like the way that our friendship developed, and hanging out in the gas garage. It's been really cool to get to know. Your wife is really awesome. She's very supportive. We're very, very fortunate to have such supportive wives. I will say that up front. And it's been, I wouldn't be where I am without it. I know Billy wouldn't be where he is without it. And, meeting Larry, like, your first take is like, this guy's not going to be military. It's just not going to happen, man.
When me and him first talked, he goes, "Yeah, I want to join the Marine Corps." I'm like, "All right, man. Are you sure you want to join the Marine Corps?" That's what I said to him. He said, "Yeah, I want to be a Marine." He had one of his best buddy, Zach, where he's up in Indiana with right now.
Right, I remember. I met him. He came down.
Yeah, he good kid. I wish he would have graduated high school. I wish he'd finish his degree because he would definitely be a badass Marine.
Yeah, he is a
And that would
stand-up
be a
Marine.
great
I
influence
see
for
Gert
Larry.
all over him.
And I said, "Larry, are you sure you want to do the Marine Corps?" He's like, "Well, what about the Navy or the Army?" I said, "Do the Navy. They travel more. They see more places. They get to see the cool ports. They have good duty stations.
Yep.
And shitty duty stations. But overall, the Navy is probably the best fit for him.
And they got more money than the Marine Corps.
Yes.
So that makes a big difference when you're deployed and doing all these things and looking for resources,
Yep.
So
all my friends and family, I'll get to see you up in Indiana here in the next couple of months for Larry's graduation in Great Lakes, Illinois. So let's root Larry on and promote him. Let's go.
yeah, that's good, man. We're proud of you, Larry. Like you've been putting in some work and you've been working hard with your dad. You've been showing up early. You worked out with me the one time because I know that's all you could handle, but that's okay. You still did it.
All 15 minutes.
All 15 minutes of it, but you made it. You made it through. So I think you do really well, man. And I think you picked your MOS smartly, and you got your whole future ahead of you.
Well, he had great company to help him with that. So.
Yeah, you gave him a lot of mentorship, man. I remember sitting there. We talked a lot of hours in the gas garage about this kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what has been going on here in the news lately that's been bothering people?
Oh, what grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears, Dilly? Because I know you brought this up a little bit earlier, and I know we got a caller calling in later tonight to talk about it, but I want to give the audience a little preview.
Yeah, the preview is the old gun control debate.
Okay.
How these teenies, as I call them teenies, think that they want to come in and between the ages of 15 to even 19, want to come in and try to debate our Second Amendment rights. Well, first off, I hope they read the Constitution and all the amendments in it to understand what it's all about.
Right.
Instead of trying to debate about a certain weapon, an AR-15 or whatever you want to call it.
Right. I want a caller to call in and tell me what AR stands for, because apparently the ones who are marching for all of these changes to rights and taking away the guns don't even know what the hell AR stands for in AR-15.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give that information out. I want somebody to Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Give us the correct answer and let us know what it really is.
Yes, please.
You and I both know what it is already, so we can definitely use the entertainment for that later.
It might bother you, like the kids are out there protesting, but dissent is not un-American. So I mean, it's good that they want to get their say in, don't you think?
I'm okay with
even if you don't agree with what they're saying, right?
the protest. I am totally for.
Yes, because
And
that
I'm
is
totally-
also one of
that's-
our rights.
Yes,
It's
that's
covered.
okay.
It is.
Yes.
But before you go and protest, you need to educate yourself before you protest.
And know what you're protesting about so
Yeah.
that you can be articulate and intelligent and demonstrate or explain your message to the point that everybody can understand it instead of, sitting up there in some say coached interviews and being directed on what to say and not even knowing what AR stands for. I mean, I don't think you're a sign holder, you're not a speaker. If
Exactly.
anything. You know what I mean?
And
That's
then-
my personal opinion.
You definitely need to do your research. You don't want to get out there and look like an idiot, do you?
The other
Yeah.
protests that I don't like are the 5th and 6th graders, the 10 to 12-year-olds that are being authorized to walk out and try to protest what's going on.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Penny, as a mother? And I'm sure you've been paying attention to some of this stuff, and I know you've been following some of the news feeds on Facebook and what we've been put up because you're awesome and been a great supporter. We greatly appreciate it. But what is your thought and what do you think about that from a mother's perspective? Because it's nice to have a woman's perspective on the show, and I think it's always needed to keep things a little better grounded overall.
You're probably one of the only people that consider me a female. So, okay, with my hobbies and the whatnot. My kids are pretty young to actually be involved in any of this, but as a gun owner,
Right.
and as for someone that, my children are involved because they're in the schools, and my mother's a teacher.
Okay.
And my roommate's a teacher.
Right.
But I'm for protesting because, stand up for what you feel is right. But if you don't know what you're protesting against, if you're just doing it because someone told you to do it,
Yeah.
you gotta know.
You kind of lose your validity.
Because I like my guns.
What's your favorite gun, by the way?
I have a little tiny pink Smith & Wesson.
A little tiny
revolver.
Smith
It's
& Wesson.
cute.
Oh,
I used to have
it's a
an
sweet
AR.
kiss of death.
And it's so cute. It's a little lady Smith. It's so adorable.
Nice.
So what, are we all gun owners in here?
I think we are all gun owners, yes,
Yes.
and we're very passionate about our firearms. Do we have our call coming in? Yes, all right. Hello? Oh, hang on, you're looking at technical difficulty, sorry. Hello? Yes, Mr. Pete, is that you?
Yeah, this is me.
Hey, how are you, man? I'm so glad you called in. I'm glad to have you on the show. Welcome to Dick Liberty. Welcome to All Things American Team. We're really excited to have you on the show. And I don't know if you caught the first part, but we talked about you recently becoming an author. I understand it that you just got published in 2017. You have a book called Life is So Precious. Believe your impossible is possible. And if I'm not mistaken, you are an Army veteran, are you not?
Yes, I am. I am retired. Did 26 years and 4 months in the United States Army.
Hoorah, man.
That's right up Josh's alley there.
Well, thank you for your service. I served in the Army. I also served in the Marine Corps. I served in the Marine Corps first, so unfortunately, for some Army folk, I am fully behind the Marines. Army's great, but Marine's my first choice. Dilly D over there, he's also a former Marine. And so, we both have combat time. And I understand that you have a good amount of combat time. Is that correct?
Yes, I did one tour in Iraq. It was 18 months,
Okay.
and it was one of the most dangerous. We had one of the most dangerous tours and missions over there. We had to close down the Abu Ghraib prison,
Uh-huh.
one of Saddam's prisons.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna tell you, it was one of the most devastating, dangerous missions over there.
Wow. Was that just what your orders came up to be and you just got put on that task, or was it, like joint operations type of thing?
Well, we knew that was the mission when we came down. Well, actually, when I came down on orders and found out, I was able to join in with the MP unit that I deployed with.
Okay.
And the mission was to close down that facility. And we actually took over the facility after the last unit mistreated those Iraqi soldiers,
Right.
prisoners. Yeah,
That
we
was
came
after
in
the
and
press
cleaned
release with
everything
all the
up.
photos, I'm assuming?